Hey guys, so I never like having to do these kinds of videos, but Rieko Kodama, for anyone who doesn't know, she is way it says here legendary, because she is Fantasy Star Online, uh Fantasy Star, which is still just a beloved, very just well-made RPG. It started off, 8-bit, 16-bit. And you have like Fantasy Star Online. I think there's Fantasy Star Online 2. Great games. Um, but apparently she had passed away a while ago, and no one really knew about it until um, yeah, Skies of Arcadia, another really good one. Uh, Now producer Yosuke Yokonari has confirmed that Kodama passed away earlier this year. Fans first discovered Kodama's apparent death through the staff credits for Sega's newly released Mega Drive Mini 2, which was a memorial dedicated to Reiko Kodama. So she was 58, passing away just before her 59th birthday. Kodama is most well known throughout her time with Sega. Now remember, this is a huge gaming company, and she was there for a while, since like 1984 this woman was with them. So you have all these people nowadays like women in gaming underrepresented. Fuck that shit. She was working for Sega, a huge gaming company, even back then, since 1984, and she's worked on so many popular games that we still love. So if women aren't in that field of that industry, the gaming industry, it's because they choose to do so, or not to do so in this case. But I mean, hell, Sega confirms a longtime Sega veteran, Reiko Kodama, passed away earlier this year, renowned as a pioneer for females in gaming. You know, it's just, and it's a shame because, like I said, Fantasy Star Online. She's been working with Sega for forever. Fantasy Star Online, Fantasy Star 2. Let's see, as well as being an artist for the first two Sonic the Hedgehog games. I mean, the first two, they're so iconic with how they look that they're so good that when they were bringing back Sonic, you have like Sonic, like with Sonic Generations, they love that original Sonic so much that they put him in the game because it's an anniversary type thing. But when you think of Sonic the Hedgehog, at least me, I don't think of the newer one. I think of what I grew up with, and that art, it's so iconic. You have this chubby little hedgehog, and it's basically he's just like two circles, and he just has, obviously he's more detailed, but that's what I think of. I think of those two first games. Um, Skies of Arcadia. Well, what's this one? Oh, let's see. Far away. Let's see. Oh, well, actually, just read it. Interesting Mega Drive Mini 2 thing number 2. If you select Bare Knuckle 3, the Japanese version of Streets of Rage 3, the first level goes straight from the warehouse to the street. This skips dock section, which contains an infamous enemy called Ash. Finally, the staff credits include a memorial message for Reiko Kodama. She started as an artist on games such as Alex Kidd and Miracle World, Fantasy Star, and Sonic the Hedgehog, and was the producer of Skies of Arcadia, Seventh Dragon, and most recently the Switch Sega Ages games. Um, so I mean, obviously, someone who had such an impact in the gaming world, you know, female who was able to get with Sega at such an early time back in the 80s, worked on games that people are still loving today. Um, so I mean, it's a real shame, and it sucks that we're just now finding out, and she's been gone for this entire time. Um, we had to find out through uh, what is it, the Mega Drive Mini 2. So no one could tweet about it. No one could. No, people had to find out through this. It pretty messed up, but I mean, obviously, it's like say with all these people, that it's not like they're truly gone. We still have Fantasy Star Online. We still got Sonic the Hedgehog. So, um, we've still got Skies of Arcadia, and even if some of these games don't have newer versions, newer games in the franchise, you can still go back and still enjoy what they worked on. So their body may be gone, they're all that, but what they worked on still remains. Especially Sonic. I mean, I don't think Sonic's going away anytime soon. So, um, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. And I can't really, but I can say, Sega games. She worked plenty. Actually, let's get the whole list. Let's see everything. So hang on. All right, so we're on her wiki. So I looked and I already saw one. Altered Beast. She did the art for Altered Beast. That game is so fun. The art was amazing. And I believe Altered Beast got another game not too long ago, a couple years ago. Great fucking game. If you haven't played it, I really recommend it. It's simple, but I just, as soon as I hear that name, all I think is rise from your grave. It's so fucking good. Fantasy Star, Mystic Defender, Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi. Okay, wow. Sonic, Fantasy Star, Producer, Skies of Arcadia, Skies of Arcadia Legend. We got Dreamcast, GameCube, Project Altered Beast, 2005. Okay, so I think it was a little bit ago. I thought it was a new one coming out, or that came out not too long ago. Seventh Dragon. But yeah, like Altered Beast, I still remember very vividly. It's a pretty cool game. You go through these levels, and you start out as a kind of like a human. He kind of looks like a barbarian. He's really, kind of buff, but you pick up like these little orbs that drop from certain enemies, and each time you pick one up, you just get bigger, and then eventually you can turn into an animal. So like the first level, you turn into like a werewolf. The second one, I think you turn into like a dragon. You can turn into a tiger. You can turn into a bear. It's really cool. Pretty simple. It's just a basic. Let's just scroll. Get to the end, beat the boss at the end, move on to the next level. Um, but as soon as you start, you hear "Rise from your grave," and that's when you come out and you get right into the action. Um, but yeah, it's a shame. But of those ones that you saw, which ones? I mean, what just in general, what was your favorite game growing up on the Sega? Um, but obviously, to her family, thoughts and prayers. No, obviously condolences. She was a legend. She's so many games that we've played, whether it was artwork or actually produced. Just a lot of games growing up that she's had her hand in. Um, and it's another loss for the world and the gaming community and nerds everywhere. We just keep taking hits, don't we? Anyways, you guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.